Greetings, everybody out there. This is Mr. Q, and I'm here with
Ben.
And I know he's probably not talking, but Daniel's here as well. And we're here just to do a wrap up on the 2015. Just make sure you put a really nice picture for the YouTube video and obviously you can't put one for the podcast. But yeah, we had a couple different things that happened this year, and we're just gonna talk about it real quick and just see what we want to see for 2016. All right, Ben, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so in no particular order, by the way, Final Fantasy VII apparently has awoken from its coma, and it is all over the place. It started in E3 with the announcement of the remake. People went crazy for it. They recently is like November or October, they brought out the original Final Fantasy VII for the PS4, and Cloud has made his debut, not in a fighting game, but in Smash. Your comments on that, man. Your thoughts and comments.
Well, because I remember a few years ago there was like this whole media thing surrounding Final Fantasy VII. Mm-hmm. Like they were going to bring back the game. They did Dirge of Cerberus, which is set in a 7 universe.
Yep.
There was the Advent Children,
right, set
in the 7 universe.
And the tech demo.
Yep, that too.
Yep.
And there was, what was it called? Crisis Core on PSP?
Yep.
Where you're playing as Zack?
Yep, that's Crisis Core.
Had that. So all these things were already surrounding Final Fantasy VII.
And don't even forget about the phone game that came out in Japan only with the Turks.
But, oh, yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that.
That came out around the same time as Crisis Core, I think. But only in Japan. But yeah, as you were saying? And
so now with the Final Fantasy VII remake, and as well as it being announced that it's going to be episodic.
Oh, yeah, that was another big dip. They said that there was going to be episodic, and a lot of people are on both sides of the fence on this one. But yeah, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you. I apologize.
It's okay. That just makes me think if they're trying to go back to what they were doing, like the whole media blowout like they were doing prior.
For me, I don't really mind if it's episodic, because I've played a lot of games like that, like the Back to the Future game, a lot of Telltale games, like King's Quest, the Walking Dead. Those were really good. I actually really enjoyed them. So I'm not too worried if it's episodic at all. I think it'd be pretty interesting. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I played it when I was younger, and no matter what, if it's a full game or if it's episodic, I'm down to play.
Well, the way they're doing the episodes on this, it's not going to be like you buy a game and then you get your episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 like a month or 2 or 3 months apart, or even with your season pass. The way I'm reading that these are coming out is going to be Final Fantasy VII episode 1, and that's one full game. And then episode 2 is another full game, kind of like how they did 13. Like they did 13, 13-2, and then Lightning Returns.
Oh, okay.
So those are 3 separate games, but all taking place in the same universe.
Oh, so it's like Final Fantasy, like X, X2, X3.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine too, I guess. I'm not too worried about that. And then in that case, that's even better, because then you have like a full game, and then just make sure you beat the full game before you get the next one, because how memory sizes can be ridiculous these days and ages.
It's just my concern is that, are they going to take the original game and pad that out to 3 separate games, maybe 4 separate games, or are they doing the original game and then adding a bunch of new content?
Like after, like the first one would be like the first game, and then the next one would be after the game.
Right. So I'm wondering if they're going to plan something like that.
I'd go for the latter, because that would actually be good, because the first one would be like the first game. I saw the fighting style. It's kind of like a Kingdom Hearts Crisis Core style, which I don't mind. It's pretty good. I would prefer that one. If you do it episodic, have the first, Final Fantasy VII remake be the original one, and then you could add, newer stories afterwards. That sounds pretty cool to me. I'm down with that. Daniel, anything about Final? You're so young. You probably don't know what Final Fantasy VII is, do you?
Nope.
There we go. See. All right. Speaking of things being revived, surprise! Right after the freaking announcement for Final Fantasy VII remake at E3, where people couldn't, people were already losing their shit. By the way, when you censor my swear words, make sure that it's like a video game sound effect, okay? Like a Mario coin or something. Awesome. Speaking of stuff that was revived, Shenmue 3 immediately after Final Fantasy 7. I know you couldn't see it. You couldn't see it visually because I can see it. But Ben just put his thumb up. He's definitely, we blew up. What was it? What was the place called? We blew up Kickstarter. Like, we destroyed Kickstarter in about, what was it, an hour or two?
Probably faster than that.
Yeah, it was. We destroyed. Kickstarter had no idea that the hurricane of money was coming. Ben, Shenmue 3, it's on the way, man.
Can't wait.
It's on the way, man. It was announced. It was. I don't have the exact numbers, but it was easily paid for. The goal was reached. I think 5 minutes after the trailer was shown. 5 minutes after that, it was completely reached. That's a guess. And then the rest of it was... And then it just kept going. More money was put into it. More and more and more. I definitely did. I have my copy for the PS4. Ready to go. I'm being patient with that. Anything about Shenmue 3, Ben?
In terms of what?
Anything at all, man. What do you want to see? What do you want to see in it?
Well...
QuickTime events?
Yeah, the QuickTime events were fun. And depending on how they play out will determine how that specific scene plays out.
Right.
It's just... Everyone's talking about Shenmue 3. It's the only thing... We don't really know what the story's going to be this time.
Right.
Is it 6 months later after 2? Is it several years from then?
Yeah, it's true. That is true. There have been really small updates on the, because the I forgot his name. I apologize. The creator has been doing a lot of different updates on the emails for Kickstarter.
That would be Yu Suzuki.
There you go. Yeah, he's been putting up a lot of emails for Kickstarter. And I've had it. I think I'm at like 90 something or 50 something. I don't remember. And he doesn't talk too much about the story, but he does talk about like concept art, what he's thinking about, and stuff like that. What I want to see is definitely some QuickTime events. I want to see a branching storyline. That would be really cool, especially with decisions being made, because that was stuff like Shenmue was born on, that kind of stuff. Definitely give me a lot of useless stuff to spend money on, like food. Bring back the vending machines, please. Bring back the vending machines. Also, I would be really happy if they could release. I don't know if he can. I don't know if he has the power to, but bring back Shenmue 1 and 2 for the next gen consoles.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he have to buy the Shenmue rights outright, or is he just working on 3?
I think so. I think they gave him the Shenmue name. So I think if he has the power to, bring out Shenmue 1 and 2 in a collector's edition, make it $40, maybe $30, 1 and 2, PS4, Xbox One, Wii U. Boom. That way everybody gets caught up, gets ready for Shenmue 3. So that's what I want to see, and like I said, I already have that one ready, and I'm excited for that as well. All right, let's bounce a little bit around here from the year. More recent news with Konami and their what do you want to call it? A conflict. There we go.
Yeah.
Their conflict with Hideo Kojima. Do you want to let the good people know about what's going on here?
The only thing that anyone can really say legitimately happened is Konami and Kojima have parted ways. Everything that's been coming out is just hearsay. Like, some people are saying his contract was up and he decided not to renew. Other sources are saying he was fired due to overspending or not following what Konami had wanted him to do. Pretty much a lot of it is just speculation. And
nothing's really set in stone.
Right. Me personally, I don't like to get into speculation. Right now I'm only saying, this is what people are saying. But neither Konami or Kojima are coming out right and saying, this is why we split.
I'm guessing, I don't want to point fingers, but I'm guessing that Hideo's too busy right now getting his new company together to start making more games. So
yeah, that we do know that's happened. He has started a new company,
Kojima Productions.
Kojima Productions.
Yep. Really sweet emblem.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the old Fox one, but this one looks pretty good too.
Looks like a cross between like a Trojan helmet and a skull unit armor.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. I hope that when he brings out some games that he continues doing that stealth element that he's really good with. Obviously I know he can't use Metal Gear Solid, but if he keeps the same elements, kind of like the creator of Mega Man. Remember how he's making was it Mighty?
Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, like how he keeps the same Mega Man elements.
Yes.
I hope Kojima does the same thing. Even branches out and does other things. So yeah, Hideo Kojima has split from Konami. This is one of those things that, as a kid, you'd never think would happen. Because you played Metal Gear and all the Metal Gear Solids in between, or all the Metal Gears, and it's pretty sad to see it happen. But thankfully, gaming has evolved to a point where you can, people can separate from companies and make their own things and be huge. So hopefully, good luck to Hideo Kojima in the future. I can't wait to see some more of his stuff. Daniel, anything you want to add to it so far?
Nope.
Excellent. All right. Sad news this year. We lost Satoru Iwata, the president of Nintendo.
Yes.
Yeah. Very sad. It happened. Do you remember the date? It was a little after E3.
Yeah, it was shortly after that.
Yeah, it was, and it was very sad. And he was definitely one of those guys that was did things for gamers, did it for the people, did it because he liked to play video games, because he liked video games, liked creating them. It was very sad. It was very sad for everybody, for gamers united, regardless of what you play. It was very sad. Do you have anything to add to that, Ben?
Well, I mean, he's the reason why we had Pokemon Gold and Silver. He's the one who did the data compression just to fit it all onto the cartridge.
Yeah. See.
Also, I believe he worked on Earthbound, if I remember correctly.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure,
okay.
But yeah. I mean, if he did, then I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to start pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean, I know he also worked on like games like Mario and
and he also had a hand in Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, he did. Yep. Yeah. So we need more people like that in the business, and hopefully. We can never replace him, but hopefully we can find someone that could be pretty close to that, Okay, so moving on from that, officially now the console wars for this year are over, and PS4 has won. By November, Ben, they have said that PS4 has sold over 30 million units. And that's not even counting December or Christmas or anything like that. And apparently Microsoft has stopped giving their numbers out, but people have been, doing like the scaling up, and they say they don't even reach half that. Anything you want to say about that?
I usually don't really care about sales figures. I will say 30 million units is impressive. Generally, I've never been partial to any brand. If there's a system that has games I want to play, I'll get the system,
right,
regardless of what it is.
Yeah, that's the old classic gamer lingo thing. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, apparently that's the most that they've been sold. All right, the worst game of the year goes to Batman: Arkham Knight on the PC because it is just buggy, busted up, and that's just out of the gate. That's not even counting any mods that have been released for it. I've seen some funny mods for it, like you could play as Killer Croc and Nightmare Batman, all that stuff. But yeah, it's broken up and everything like that. What do you think about that, man? What do you think about like a game that looks good on the consoles, and apparently they just took a bunch of shortcuts on the PC version?
Well, Rocksteady made the console versions, and then the PC port was the job of porting it to PC was handed to another company. So
it was their mistake.
Right.
All right, so yeah. But yeah, you can see then that Rocksteady probably regrets giving it to them and probably will think twice before in the future.
Right. It's kind of like Postal 3. If anyone's even been able to play that, the company Running with Scissors, they outsourced it to another company to make, which is why a lot of people said that game was terrible. And both Postal 3 and Arkham have something in common. 2 PC games removed from Steam store because of how bad they were.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, so we got a couple delays this year that was supposed to come out this year, have been delayed. I'll go down the list real quick. We have Uncharted 4, Quantum Break, Zelda for the Wii U, The Division, Star Fox Zero, Persona 5. A lot of people started crying for that one. And Hitman Reboot. Ben, anything on that list that you're looking forward to?
Well, it took me. The Hitman games I didn't get into until later. The original Hitman, I still have yet to play that. You know, Hitman Agent 47. The first one I played was Hitman 2 on PS2. And that was like probably the first game, aside from Metal Gear, where you really have to be patient with it. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't just go blasting everything. I mean, you could, it's just not a good idea.
Well, you know what they say. There won't be any witnesses if there's no one to witness it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably play the Hitman one, but the one I'm looking forward to, though, Uncharted 4. I know I'm a big Sony guy now, but Uncharted 4, I played all the Uncharteds, 1, 2, 3. The story's really good, and I'm really looking forward to this one, especially how they're teasing this whole thing being, like, the last one, the end of, like, you know, Nathan Drake and stuff like that. So I want to see how they end it, you know? Daniel, is there anything on that list you're looking forward to?
Nope.
All right. Let's see. Okay, here's a big one: the canceling of Silent Hill. You know, earlier in the year we had the demo for PT. I was one of those people that downloaded PT because it was free. I said, hey, let me give it a shot, and then I, you know, slowly freaked myself out playing it at 2 a.m. I didn't beat it right away. I found out more stuff about it, and then I beat it, and then I found out it was a Silent Hill game. So. You know, and then this is another thing with, I'm guessing this is another thing of Konami versus Hideo Kojima. So, what do you think, Ben? Silent Hill canceling.
Well, it was as far as PT goes, Kojima worked on it, as well as they had brought in Guillermo del Toro, big name director.
Yep.
Big name movie director.
I liked him in Fear and Loathing.
And again, nobody's saying what caused that to break down, but when you have a big name Hollywood director leave your video game project, that's saying something. You know, there's something going on there. It's just, again, like I said previously, nobody on either party is saying exactly what.
Right. So yeah, it's, you know, Silent Hill, big name in gaming. It's sad to see that was canceled. There was a lot of fans that were looking forward to it, and now it's completely off the table. Hopefully, something gets picked up in the future. We don't know yet, but hopefully something will.
Well, something else that also pissed off a lot of gamers, shortly after PT was taken off Marketplace, or PlayStation Store, thank you.
There you go.
That was removed outright. Recently, if you had bought it, recently they did put it back for a re-download, but you had to have bought it. You had to have downloaded
in your history,
right?
Yeah, you had that in your history to download it again.
So that got taken away temporarily. But something that really pissed off a lot of gamers, Konami announced another Silent Hill project. It turned out to be a pachinko machine.
Like, is it a game or is it like an actual pachinko machine, like a real one?
It's a pachinko machine. A real pachinko machine,
okay,
with a Silent Hill theming to it.
All right, for those who don't know, pachinko is kind of like a pinball game with no flippers, and it's basically like a form of gambling in where
Japan.
In Japan.
Yeah.
So basically, you shoot basically you have a bowl of balls, silver balls. Daniel's laughing over there right now. And basically you shoot them up in, and then they bounce around, and they try to go into little pockets. And the currency is balls. You're paying for them. So, yeah, this is the worst joke of 2015. But not Silent Hill, just me saying balls repeatedly. So yeah, basically a pachinko game is a gambling game where you're paying for the balls that you're using, and if you get more, they give you more of them, and then you exchange them. That's the easiest way to. I'm gonna have to tell more guests in the future to explain what pachinko is.
It's essentially their version of what we have as arcade games that dispense tickets. You exchange, like, any balls you collect, you can exchange them for prizes.
There you go. See, that was much easier than me. All right.
I know pachinko is a big seller in Japan. In fact, not too long ago, that's what Sega went to. They started making more and more pachinko machines because there's crazy money to be made in Japan on those machines.
Yeah, people like to play those games a lot. Hey, maybe we can go one day and play. Alright, so I want to talk real quick about Smash and just how their rosters become a lot bigger now. Obviously, they have made this year pretty good with announcing of new fighters. There was a lot of them. There was, let's see, how many were there? I'm not going to be able to say all of them because I don't remember any of the Fire Emblem ones. But I know the Duck Hunt Dog, that was one of them.
No, Duck Hunt, as far as I remember, Duck Hunt Dog was
in there
was already, I believe so.
No, because there was an announcement trailer for him.
After the game came out?
I think so. Educated guess though. I'm not 100% sure. Who else was announced? I know.
No, Duck Hunt Dog is in there because I actually have Smash for 3DS. He's a default character.
He is?
Well, he's in there already.
Oh, you're right. He is. That's right. Never mind. I did that back. But that was all wrong. Edit that out. There's the part where he goes, nope. So, well, okay. All right. Obviously, Cloud. Recently announced. Mewtwo, Ryu from Street Fighter. And the very last one, that they announced, which was, it was in December, wasn't it?
It was Cloud.
No, it was Bayonetta.
Oh,
Bayonetta.
No, I hadn't heard of that yet.
Yeah, Bayonetta was the last one. Some people were a little bummed out about it. That's putting it nicely, because some people wanted a Shovel Knight. That game's awesome, by the way. Shovel Knight's awesome. They wanted Shovel Knight, or they wanted somebody else, but I forgot who the other person was. But yeah, really good job. They did it very well. Unlike, like, say, Capcom, who likes to do, like, they put all the characters in there already, and then they just unlock them for you with more DLC. I mean, the fan base for Smash is ridiculously passionate and very enjoyable to watch, especially when they watch the Mega Man. But Mega Man was already in there. But that announcement when they showed he was coming in there,
I remember that.
Awesome, absolutely awesome. If you're looking for a good time, anybody out there, just look up Smash reaction to anything, to any character, and you'll get something entertaining out of it. But yeah, I mean, I think more personally, I would give Smash the fighting game of the year. Personally, even though didn't it come out last year? Do you remember when it came out exactly?
No, I don't remember.
If it came out, okay, we'll put it this way. It's the only fighting game that I've been playing nonstop. So if it came out last year, it earned the whole year. We don't like to do that whole. If it came out in November of this year, and everyone's still playing it, it deserves the game of the year for being 2 months, out. So yeah, I mean, I'll give Smash. That's a safe bet. I'll give Smash my fighting game of the year just because of the way the game plays well. It's fun to pick up and play. And they added a bunch of characters. It's funny that I remember there was an article they were talking about adding. The fans really wanted Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's in Smash, and then the creator had to explain why he was unable to, just because he said that the character wouldn't be the same in Smash. They'd have to change things about him. All right. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about. Well, second to last thing. Microsoft. We gotta talk about Xbox One. Their big statement, which was at E3, which was backwards compatibility. Ben, do you know anything about that?
Well, the backwards compatibility was actually leaked prior to E3 in the form of Rare Replay. It turned out that a lot of the games that are available for 360 that are on that disc are just the 360 versions.
I'm so glad we could talk about Rare Replay, so that means we can talk about Battletoads.
Yeah. And they fixed the Klinger Winger glitch too.
Oh, that almost sucked.
But so yeah, it turned out that the 360 versions of the games are already on the disc and they just install, and they function just the same as
games like Banjo-Kazooie,
right,
Conquer, and the other ones.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So people kind of figured it out, which is good, because the thing is, a lot of people wanted backwards compatibility. So thankfully, Microsoft listened and said, "Hey, we're gonna get to it right now." More things about E3 that were awesome, by the way, were like Fallout, Doom. What else? We had oh man, there were so many other things. Excuse me, I'm sick. I'm allergic to Microsoft. All right, so yeah, I mean, Daniel, anything you want to add to it?
Nope.
Awesome, good job, Dan. That's why we pay you the big bucks. All right, so
we'll pay you in bottle caps.
Exactly, we'll pay you in Fallout bottle caps, and don't mess with us. We're gonna get a new person on our show. His name is Mr. Deathclaw. He'll be our fan mail opener. All right, so let's wrap this up. Ben, what are you looking for? Oh yeah, Ben, what is your game of the year? give me a couple games. Your best shooter, your best whatever. Any ones you want. And then what are you looking forward to next year?
Well, this year, I haven't really been able to play much of anything, but the handful of games I did get, I did get Smash Brothers for 3DS, so that's my pick fighting game of the year. I did get Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. I'm going to say, for me, I'm giving that action game of the year.
Cool, man. And what are you looking forward to in next year?
What's coming out next year?
I don't know, man. Just in general, Well, I know Hitman, but what are you looking forward to in the gaming year?
Less
complaining?
Yeah, I would hope so.
Less bitching, more gaming?
Yes. But, definitely looking forward to Hitman. Probably actually Fallout, Uncharted 4 would probably be higher up on my list for that, because that's been, like you said, that's been hit with a couple of delays.
Yep.
But that's a series I really enjoy too, and so I definitely want to play the fourth installment of that.
Nice. All right, so for me, so the game I've been playing throughout the year, I guess that's an award now. The game I've actually been playing for the year, Grand Theft Auto 5, man, online. DLC still coming out for it. All of it's free. They've been adding stuff to it. Awesome. Still love playing it. I enjoy it a lot. I would probably give Metal Gear the Phantom Pain also the action game of the year, because I actually enjoyed it. Played it all the way through. The ending's actually pretty good. It's actually understandable for once. It makes sense. Well, makes sense to a degree. But,
Provided you already know the background.
Yeah, exactly. Provided you know that. And the ending's not 20 layers deep of Inception, so it worked pretty good. Shovel Knight, I'd have to give the indie game of the year. I know it came out 2 years ago on the PC, but we got it on the PlayStation 4. I know even the 3DS got it, and that game's awesome, especially the Plague Knight DLC. I love the Plague Knight DLC. Let's see what else. I'm also shout out to my boy Scott Cawthon for finishing up Five Nights at Freddy's. The whole thing. Apparently, all the theorists have figured out that it's all just a dream. I'll tell you guys about that more later on. I actually just bought the book, The Silver Eyes. So that's gonna be that was a Christmas present to myself. I'm gonna be reading that. I'm gonna look forward to FNAF World next year. And next year, I'm looking forward to more. I'm hoping. Okay, I want the indie scene to be more, represented. I'm thinking about going to Steam to check out some more indie stuff. I want E3 to be just as good as it was this year. Everybody had something good. No matter what system you had something that you really enjoyed. They had Halo, and they had those really cool indie games, and Forza on the Microsoft, Final Fantasy VII remake, and Uncharted and stuff for Sony, and Smash, and the new Zelda, and I think there was a Metroid one coming out too for the Wii. Everybody had something good. So everybody had something great. It didn't feel like one did better than the other one. It felt like a neutral win for everybody. I want that next year. I want to learn more about the whole Konami and Hideo Kojima. I want to learn more about that stuff. I want to know, what's going on in gaming, and I want it to keep evolving and getting better. I know virtual reality is on the way. I know that they've all announced their what do they call their headset, their heads-up display. They all have one now. I saw it at PAX last year. Oh yeah, hopefully we can go to PAX. That's another thing I'm hoping for next year. Let's go to PAX.
Well, didn't you get a ticket for Sunday for next year?
I have one for Saturday. I'm trying to get one for Friday as well. Hopefully, I know if you're listening to this, check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/arcade.love. We actually put up a link a couple of days ago to a Reddit thread that people will sell their PAX tickets. So check it out and see if you guys can get some PAX tickets. Meet us there. Let's see. Daniel, anything you're looking forward to next year besides the new wrestling game?
Not really.
No? Yeah, you don't play video games a lot, so that's fine. I'll give you the slide on that, man. Let's see. So yep. All right. So check us out on Facebook. If you're listening to this on, what is it again? iCloud? No.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud? Is that where we're at?
Yep.
We're on SoundCloud. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, check us out on YouTube. Just if you look up Miguel High Score. I'm sorry to say that. I couldn't change it to anything else. So Miguel High Score for now. Or if you're hopefully just link the YouTube on it. if you're, you can find us you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at the High Score Show altogether. Ben, you got anything? You got any kind of thing, plugs?
I mean, I have plans for my own channel. Nothing's set in stone yet, so I'm just gonna keep that to myself for now.
You can contact Ben, me, and Daniel on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Arcade Love. We're all there. We're all admins. So if you want to talk to one of us, just shoot us a message. I have the Instagram and I have the Twitter one for us. So yeah, that's everything. 2015. It was a rocky ride, up and high highs and extremely low lows. But we've come through it, and we're gonna be, and we're gonna keep going for 2016. So on behalf of the other two guys, this is Mr. Q, and we're saying Happy New Year, guys. Stay safe. We'll see you in the next year.